Hey there, creative geniuses and bag lovers. Welcome to day 24 of the Vlogmas Sewing Challenge. And welcome back to the channel where we turn fabric scraps into fabulous creations. Today we're making the cutest thing you have ever seen. The Mini Heart Backpack Keychain. It's a keychain, it's a coin purse, it could even be a backpack for your doll. Basically, it's every single thing you never ever knew that you needed. Now grab your supplies, turn up your sewing machine, and let's teach some magic. To bring this little backpack to life, here is your shopping list. Don't worry, you probably have most of these things already if you're a sewing wizard. Now let's talk supplies. For supplies, you're going to need the following. You need your fabric, and for our pieces, we're going to be cutting two main exterior pieces and two linings. So for my exterior piece, I've gone ahead to use this heart shaped vinyl. Then for my lining pieces, I'm gonna have to use this cute cotton fabric used with medium weight interfacing. The pattern piece for this is going to be in our Facebook group for you to download. Then you need your bottom gusset. I'm gonna have to cut one out of my exterior and one out of my lining. It measures 9.5 inches high by 3 inches wide. Next, you're going to need your zipper gusset. I'm gonna have to cut two pieces of this out of my exterior fabric and two out of my lining fabric, and they measure 7.5 inches high by 1.5 inches wide. Next, I'm going to need my backpack straps, and I've got two pieces of this and they measure 6 inches high by 1 inch wide. My keyring connector measures 3 inches high by 1 inch wide, and then a 7.5 inch zipper. Now I've gone ahead to fuse foam, or you can use fusible pleats to all your exterior pieces. And then for your lining pieces, you can fuse medium weight interfacing to this. And we can start sewing. Before you start sewing, you could decide to grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea to keep your creative juices flowing, or maybe snacks. Okay, snacks are always good. Now we're going to be prepping the backpack straps and the keyring connector. Now you're going to take your backpack straps and the connector piece. Then you're going to draw a line lengthwise down the center. Now you fold those raw edges towards the center line. To make this easier, I am applying double-sided tape that along the center line. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to be removing the backing of the double-sided tape, and I'm going to now fold the raw edges towards that center line that I drew earlier. You're going to repeat this for the other pieces, the back for the other pieces, which are the backpack straps. Once this is done, you're going to take this to your sewing machine and you're going to be top stitching at about 1/8 of an inch from the edge. Now before taking it to your sewing machine, if the vinyl is opening up, you can um, clip in place. Now I'm gonna have to stitch these pieces, and we're going to move on to attaching these straps and the ring connector to one of the main body exteriors. Now before stitching the backpack straps and ring connector to the main exterior, we're going to be notching these main exteriors. So to do this, you're going to fold along the heights, and you're going to notch the top and the bottom of these exterior pieces. Next, you're going to be laying one of these main body exteriors right side facing you, and then you're going to take your ring connector. If you're using any other kind of ring apart from a key ring, then you might want to insert or wrap your connector around your ring. But if you're using a key ring, you can do this at the end. Just fold your ring connector in two, and you're going to place it at the top of your main body exterior. So it's going to be at the very top, at that notch, the top notch that you made earlier. Once this is done, you're going to place your backpack straps on, just along the same, no, not along, I mean on each side of the ring connector. Then for the other ends of the backpack straps, you're going to be placing those at, you position those at 1 inch up from the bottom edge of our main body exterior. You're going to clip in place. You take your sewing machine and baste at about 1/4 inch from the edge. Once this is done, this is officially the back of our backpack. And then you're going to set aside for now. Next, we're going to be prepping our zipper gussets. So you're going to lay your lining zipper gusset right side facing you. Then you're going to position the zipper tape right side facing you as well on this lining zipper gusset, so that the wrong side of the zipper is against the right side of the lining gusset. Then you're going to layer the exterior, one of the exterior zipper gussets on the zipper, so that the zipper is sandwiched between the exterior and the lining zipper gussets, and then you stitch at about 3/8 inch from the edge. Once this is done, you're going to repeat with the other side of the zipper and the other exterior and lining zipper gussets. Once done, you're going to flip both exterior and lining zipper gusset pieces away from the zipper, and you're going to be top stitching at about 1/8 inch from the same edge. As soon as this is done, we're going to move on to prepping the complete gusset. Now you're going to lay your bottom gusset lining right side facing up. Then you layer the prepared zipper gusset on top, right side up as well. So When you're done, you're now going to layer the exterior bottom gusset on this, so that the zipper gusset is sandwiched between the lining and exterior bottom gussets. Then you stitch at about 3 of an inch from the edge. You repeat the same process with the other side of the zipper gusset and the other side of the bottom gusset exterior and lining. But before then, you're going to be top stitching the seam that you just created between the zipper gusset and the bottom gusset. Now you're going to lay the lining, other side of the lining gusset, of the lining bottom gusset, right side facing you. Layer the zipper gusset other side, right side facing you as well, and then the exterior bottom gusset, right side facing down, so that the other side of the zipper gusset is sandwiched between the exterior and the lining bottom gusset, each at about 3 of an inch from the edge. Turn the complete gusset to the right side. They are going to top stitch at about 1/8 of an inch from the seam. When you're done work, you're going to be stitching the exterior gussets to the lining gussets. Now you're going to clip round on both sides. Then you take to your sewing machine. Now this step may feel like you're wrestling a tiny fabric octopus, but trust me, it'll be worth it in the end. So this is why you're clipping in place, so that things don't move in a radical manner. Take this to your sewing machine and run a quick basting stitch around. Once basting is done and everything is in place, it's time to assemble backpack. But before we do that, we're going to be notching our gusset. So first, you're going to fold the zipper gusset area. We are aligning the seams where the bottom gusset and the zipper gusset meets, and you fold, and then you're going to notch both sides of that fold. Repeat with the bottom gusset, and then notch the centers on both sides. Now we have 4 notches, 2 on the bottom gusset and 2 on the zipper gusset. Now for the main body pieces, you're going to be laying the lining piece wrong side facing you, and you're going to place the exterior right side facing you on top of this lining, so that both lining and exterior main body pieces are wrong side facing each other. Make sure the edges are well aligned, clip in place, and you're going to be taking this to your sewing machine to baste around at about 1/4 of an inch from the edge. Make sure you stitch carefully, going nice and slow around the curves. Once this is done, we're going to re-notch those parts that we notched earlier, the top and the bottom centers of the main exterior, so that we can catch the we can so that we're able to notch the lining as well. So just like we did the other time, just fold along the heights, then notch along the top and the bottom. Once this is done, we're going to move on to the grand finale, where we finally assemble our mini backpack. So you notice that everything is now notched. The notches help us to align things properly, notch to notch. Lay your main body pieces right side facing you. Get your complete gusset ready. And we're going to start with the back back piece or back panel. So the notch that we had at the zipper gusset area would align with the notch at the top of our main exterior. Then the one at the bottom gusset would align with the bottom of the main main body. Then I get to clip round. If you notice the tightness in a particular area, make sure you cut some snips around so that the curves can fit well. Make sure your gusset fits into or maybe your main exterior or your main body piece. Make sure it fits into the gusset like a glove, and then you're going to be stitching around at about 3/8 of an inch from the edge. Once this is done, make sure your zipper is unzipped already. If not, you're going to be stitching yourself out of your backpack. Now we're going to place the gusset around the edges of the other exterior piece. Clip it all together again. Then you're going to stitch at about 3/8 of an inch from the edge. Once this is done, you're going to be binding the raw edges with your favorite binding material. I've got to use fold over elastic. This is a 1 inch fold over elastic. You can decide to use any binding of your choice. You can use a ready-made bias binding, or you can make a matching binding for yourself. So for binding, I am applying double-sided tape to the edge of to the edges of my backpack, to the raw edges, so that it's easier for me to position the fold over elastic. So if you don't have double-sided tape like I have and I'm using right now, you can just clip it around. So once this is done, I'm just going to still clip round regardless, so that everything just stays nice, flat, crisp, professional, and neat. This part is very tricky because it's just like wrapping a present. Only that this gift is for your inner sewing superstar. Once you have clipped it, you're going to take it to your sewing machine and you're going to top stitch round. You repeat this with the other raw edge, and just like that, you've made the cutest mini heart backpack keychain in existence. It's functional, it's adorable, and guaranteed to make everyone ask, where did you get that? You're going to be turning this little cutesy to the right side, and yeah, completely done. You can use this as a keychain, a coin purse, or even a doll backpack. And hey, if you're feeling generous, you could make a few more as gifts. But let's be real, you're probably keeping the first one for yourself, like I just did. And at this point, you can now attach your key ring as if you want. If you feel that's not necessary, yeah, you just keep it as a sweet doll backpack. If you love this project, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more fun sewing tutorials. See you next time and happy sewing. Bye.